Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the player ratings for the 1-0 win over Blackburn. They scraped the throughsies in the Carabao Cup. We're through. We're playing the Shrimpsies next Tuesday. Morecambe. We got there in the end. He has your player ratings. Do you want to start with Gillespie, Keg, or do you want me to start with Mark Gillespie?
Either way, whatever you fancy, Big Retney, where you want to go.
I'll take Mark Gillespie then. Big up Ronan Keaton's backup dancer. He was brilliant today. I thought he was.
He was.
There was pressure late on with the amount of deliveries that were coming into the box, the amount of corners every time. And you've got to say it, unlike Conaldano, he was comfortable.
Yeah, he looked good, yeah.
He gathered each cross. He had that chance from Adam Armstrong outside the box that was drilled at him. Yeah, it was thankfully straight at him, not either side of him. But, he gathered it well. There was pace and power on the shot from Adam Armstrong. And then, there was that moment when it was played into the back post and he made a double save, didn't he?
No, yeah.
The other one came back to him and he made the other one with his left foot, so he made a great double save. He did everything he could, and a solid debut performance from Mark Gillespie. Good, very good performance from him. Pleased to see him start and give him the chance, local bloke. So I'd give Gillespie a solid 9.
Yeah, I agree, yeah. Debut clean sheet, I can't really ask for more.
You can't, Just if he was tested a bit more, I would have given him a 10, but
All right then, so I got on the dead good right back that we had.
That was a good job I didn't get him, actually.
Yeah, no, fucking hell. You knew that was coming, didn't you? I'm sick of this guy. I'm disappointed to be saying that because over the years I've actually been a big fan of DeAndre Yedlin. I think it was a great signing when we had him. I think he's been a great servant over the years, but last season, particularly after lockdown, not even necessarily all season, but he just looks like he's just uninterested. I think he said that he wants to leave, and he just looks like he does want to leave. He's like the American Gareth Bale. He just doesn't want to be here anymore. And if he doesn't get rid of him, performances like that and a couple that we're seeing it towards the end of last season, Jesus Christ. It's embarrassing. It's championship opposition. What level are you? Where do you want to be? Do you want to be in the Premier League? Do you want to be in the Championship? Do you want to go back to the MLS? I'm sick of him. Poor performance. 2.
Yeah, well said.
Emil Krafth.
He had a good game, I thought Krafth did very well.
He did.
Centre back. Good. You know what I mean? He's getting asked to play out of position, but again, he does a solid job. Like I say, there was Blackburn were putting the pressure on from early. They were going for goal. They had players in and around the box. Krafth, just like his centre back partner, Ciaran Clark. Both of them were getting their head on everything, battling away, not shying away from anything. Bodies on the line. Krafth started in a centre back very well tonight. I'd give him a good 8. Good 8.
Yeah, I agree. I've always defended Emil Krafth. He gets a lot of stick. Sometimes I don't really think it's necessary, but he doesn't complain. He gets thrown in at the deep end at times, and he never really disappoints that much for me. Sometimes his performances aren't spectacular, but he does a job. He was a £4 or £5 million signing. Well done, Krafth, for the night. But his partner of the night, Ciaran Clark, I thought was fantastic. I'll give him a 9. Same as Gillespie. I thought both of them were probably our standout players of the day. Got to say, Clark come back. He's had quite a long time out. We didn't really see that much of him last season, but when he did, he was actually unbelievable. He was one of our top defenders last season. I think he only played about 12 games at best. Maybe not even that. He's a really, really good player. Probably one that goes unnoticed. I think even going into last season, he was probably my least favourite centre-back behind the likes of Shaw and even Dummett, Fernandez, Lascelles. But I'm now a very, very big fan of Ciaran Clark, and it's good to see him back. I'm pleased that we've got a little bit more option. Probably take the pressure off the likes of Lascelles and Fernandez, Iron Man Fernandez, who plays every single second because he has to. Now he doesn't have to. I was pleased to see him get a rest tonight. I think he needs it. I think he just deserved it. But Ciaran Clark got on the end of absolutely everything tonight, throwing his body into blocks, getting his head on crosses, set pieces. Solid. Absolute rock. 9.
Yeah.
Manquillo.
Again, does a job when chucked in. I'm raging to see Yedlin still playing when it'll probably be his last game for the club. I'd much rather have played Jamal Lewis again, or even changed formation, just done something where Manquillo is not having to play on the left and he's on the right and he's preferred hand side. Or like you said, even put Krafth at right back.
Yeah.
But Manquillo, there was a moment in the first half where he got caught a couple of times. That pacey little player, number 39, we found out his name eventually. Already. They were giving goals there, and he got caught out. But then, after the half an hour mark, especially second half, he had things under control. He had under control. Every time he got into his area, he was putting it out for throws. He was lumping it forward. He even got forward himself very late on, attacking wise. But now Manquillo was a good shift from him tonight. Really, I'd give him a 7.
Yep. I've got centre mid with Sean Longstaff and another disappointing
You're getting all this thing as the night.
Yeah, nah. Cheers. I'm trying not to be too negative. I'm just trying to be honest. Like, I can't remember the last time playing in centre mid, seeing Sean Longstaff play a good game. Further up the field in a number 10, yeah, he's good. Like when he gets further forward, I've seen him a couple of times last season. I think the last game he played, Bournemouth away, he was fantastic. He's really, really good. But in centre mid, I don't know what his deal is. Like, this is Championship opposition. Last season, Man United were considering spending 50 million on him, and now he can't even do a job against Blackburn. I don't know what we're going to do with Sean Longstaff. I really don't. Like, I feel like he's a good option to have. Like, I like the kid, but that's it. I can't remember the last time he impressed us playing in what's probably his most natural position as a centre mid, the role that Man United wanted him to replace like Michael Carrick with. Like, I don't know where that guy's gone. When he first broke into the team, like, this is a completely different player. And yeah, I don't know. I'm disappointed again. I have to give him a 3.
He was so poor, and you nailed it. He's just, what's happened to him, and why can't he play centre mid anymore?
Yeah.
The only thing he does play well for us now is number 10 in behind the striker. That's the only time I would play him again. Like Morton next week, play him there, no problem at all. Didn't play him in centre mid. He kind of taken out the amount of times he loses the ball. He's not quick enough. He's out of position. He was shocking, Sean. Like, it's painful to see. To be honest, it's upsetting to see. Now, local lad, it was
no. Like I say, I like him. I want him to do well, but
don't know what's happened to him.
His partner in the middle, a debutant today.
Barlaser again, another local lad. Good spells. Again, other spells where, especially early on, him and Sean were just getting mixed up with each other. Where was the communication between the two? Like, I know they didn't play with each other week in, week out, but however, you still think they'd be able to, have a bit of talk between each other. No one really knew whose job it should be to go where, when they should come to the ball, when someone else should give an option. But Barlaser showed signs, I think, some very good signs. I don't think he got on the balls enough that I'd like to do, because we've talked about him having that Shelby passing him. We didn't see that enough.
No, I didn't really say any, no.
He did battle very hard. He did play the comfortable pass quite a bit, but he did battle hard. He did have a stronger second half, I thought. Show glimpses, decent enough. I give him a 6.
Yeah, I'd give him the same. Like, he's another one I'm not really sure what to do with. Like, as we spoke before about deadwood, players needing to get out of the club. We need to reduce numbers. We've got too many outfield players now. That's just going to be sitting around the squad, like what Callback and Saiva did last season. They're just going to be getting paid to turn up the training and not get involved. I think Dan Barlaser needs to go out on another loan. I don't think he'd be part of the 25-man Premier League squad. He got promoted from League One last season with Rotherham. I think he should maybe go back to Rotherham, give him a season in the Championship, test his level, see what he's like. He's proved himself in League One. He'll be a fantastic League One player. Is he good enough for the Championship? Today against Blackburn, Championship level, like you say, he was hit and miss. Poor start, better in the second. Yeah, I'd like to see him go back to Rotherham or a Championship club. Reevaluate him, just let him like boost his way up. Let's say what Accrington Stanley in League 2 the season before. I think so. Yeah, so he's done it in League 2, he's done it in League 1. Let's see if he can do it in the Championship, and before making him a permanent part of this squad. I think he needs to go out on another loan.
No, agreed.
Yeah. Further forward, Ryan Fraser, debutant, another goal, third debut goal this week. Great performance. Minorly surprised to see him in the starting lineup. As we said before, he hasn't played a game in 9 months, nearly 9 months at least. It's a very, very long time to be out. Hasn't had a club in about 5 months. He's just only had, he signed him a week ago. It was a week ago yesterday. Like he only had his first training session last Tuesday, so last Wednesday even. So he's only really been part of the squad. having first team football training for about 5-6 days. It's not a long time. So, yeah, I was a little bit surprised to see him. I think Bruce done the right thing, taking him off after about 58 minutes, I think it was. But he battled in the first half. It was really, really good to see. Obviously, his goal took it really, really well. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. And going down the left-hand side, he was brilliant, strong. He's only about 5'6", but he's an absolute battler. Little pit bull, gets his body in the way, uses his strength. He didn't really have the options in the middle in the box to get them crosses in. I think when his buddy Callum Wilson's there, an actual aerial threat like Andy Carroll, it's a better option than having Joelinton in the middle, or absolutely no one, as was the case for most of the points tonight. So, good debut, good little run-up for him. 58 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever it was. Good debut, 7. Your pick, Almirón, Ritchie?
I'll take Miggy. Almirón obviously got the assist for Fraser's goal. Really well-timed through ball. Could look great to see Fraser making that run as well. Could give him an option since, like I say, we had no bodies forward with Joelinton just standing on the halfway line waiting for a header or something. Almirón was great. At times as well, he seemed to just turn it on. Like a lot of times he just flicked the switch and it was like, oh, he's awake now. He would come alive for about 5-10 minutes and then disappear for 5-10 minutes. But when he was on it, he was given that option, that burst of pace as usual. Like we see on the counter attack, he was feeding in the right pass at the right time. He had the odd chance to either drag one wide or put one over the bar. But he was our creative outlet really with no Shelby, no Saint-Maximin. Did a good job today in that role. I did put a good shift in, got an assist. Couldn't ask for much more really. Work on his end product, work on a bit more shooting.
He needs to, it's a shocking at times.
Once you get that pace and you're in for the one-on-one, we need to be seeing him hit the back of the net more, but he only had the odd glimpse, so won't be too harsh on him. Like I say, got the all-important assist. Did well on his first start of the season. I give him a 7.
Yeah. Matt Ritchie, captain the day. Happy to see him with the captain's armband on. Rumours of him leaving just a week or two ago. Pleased he's still here. He's a fantastic squad player. Great guy to have in the dressing room. He always puts in a shift. Always gives 110%, whatever the occasion. Friendly, Premier League, Carabao Cup, whatever it is. You can always rely on Matt Ritchie. Another decent performance tonight. I don't really remember him having really that much to do going forward. That was that moment he broke forward on the right-hand side and had to hold up the play because I was kneeling in the box. Similar to what I said about Fraser, sometimes the options just weren't there for the wide players of the night, so they were a little bit unlucky. But yeah, decent enough performance. So I'd give him a 7.
Right.
And up top, he's yours.
He's mine, is he?
He is yours. You can pick him.
I mean,
I had that one, so you can have that one.
I mentioned it in the review, the disappointing thing for me is, the most disappointing thing is that he's offside for the goal that he puts away very well. But 5 minutes prior to that, he has the weakest, shittest shot you can possibly see in football. It reminded me of a Riviere. It was that bad, And it's a good link, and 2 massive flops for Newcastle. One, Joelinton being a lot more money. Joelinton, we're on the break. There's 3-on-2 at one point. You've got Almirón running there. You've got Jacob Murphy, the main one, who's left-hand side. Slide through to Murphy. Murphy can just curl it past the keeper, 1-on-1. Game's over. No pressure. 2-0. 20 minutes to go. He never gets taken off a Saint-Maximin a few minutes later because what does he do? Make the wrong choice. Takes a shot from outside the area. Dribbles it towards the keeper. Just eventually gets there. Really poor effort. On the flip side of that, we all know he's not a striker. He's not in that area. He wasn't in the box a million times when Fraser and Ritchie were putting them in. There was no one there because he's not that player. What I can see he's worked out a lot is his strength. He's holding up the ball a lot better. He was chesting it down a lot. He's flicking it on. He was winning most aerial duels. He was getting stuck into a rough and ready championship side, which you've got to congratulate him on. And we've got to play his strength. We've got to play him on the left because, we didn't want to hammer him too much. He's getting, we've said it's the same as last season where you're playing him out of position and you can tell because we're not getting anything out of him. So play him on the left. Be sure that, how can you have that shot from outside the box and then do that lovely little ding finish?
I know.
It's a strange one. But like I say, play him out wide left more often when he does play. But at least he showed heart tonight. At least he showed effort, which he didn't last season. That's why the turning point was Rochdale away when he couldn't give a shit and he was just huffy as fuck all the time like a spoiled brat. The night he tried hard, but we know he's not a striker. But I mean, it's gutting that his goal was offside, like, because that would have given him confidence boost, and it was a very good finish. And then he comes off, but I got to see him get a run out, give him a game against Morecambe next Tuesday again. This time maybe start somewhere else or change the formation. I don't know, but just didn't play him as the sole number 9. But tonight, I give him a 5 because we're 1 and he battled hard at times, so I'll give him a 5.
Yeah. Aye, that's fair. Subs was the first one on. I think it was Jacob Murphy.
He was alright. Well, it's your go, isn't it?
Yeah, you started it there. Yeah, he was all right. I've wanted to see a bit of Murphy. I would like him to start the night, but he battled captain. Put the captain's armband on when Ritchie left. Didn't know that was out of it. Like, okay.
But why Ciaran Clark didn't get that, or even give it to fucking Gillespie? I don't know why Jacob Murphy got that, because even he's still linked away with a move away from the club, isn't he?
Yeah. I was happy to see him get a run out. I think he did all right. Like, he didn't really do anything wrong. Decent little run out from give him a 6. Maxi.
Well, the worst part is that he went down towards the end. He was still limping on, giving credit where it's due. He's still jumping up for headers, but he looked like he was wincing in pain. He was on the sidelines for a minute or two. Let's praise all right, because for me, I thought it was very risky bringing him on with 1-0 up. I understand we might need to try and kill the game, or we need some fresh legs on, but for me, it's still risky. Like, because if he comes back, he's ruled out for a month for the sake of 10 minutes against a championship team.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully, he'll come through, but he didn't really get on the ball much, did he? He was the one where we're waiting for him to.
Yeah, he just chasing down, wasn't he?
Be on the counter, running behind, but just constant Blackburn. We couldn't get the ball off him. They always went straight at him, so he couldn't do much, couldn't make much of an impact. I remember one little dazzling bit on the edge of the area, took on 3 players, but minimal impact really. 5.
Yeah. The last one didn't really get to see too much of. Christian Atsu didn't really want to see him there. He needs to get out the club. I'd rather have Murphy as an option out wide than Christian Atsu at the minute. I don't even know how long he got. Probably longer than he should have. But he didn't really do no wrong again. Similar to Murphy. Like, he got on the ball a couple of times. 5. Yeah, can't really say too much. No. But, we'll wrap it up with Brucey. You want to give him a little rating for the night?
Oh, I don't think it's very good, actually. Not good at all. I think
not compared to Saturday. I think he got a lot wrong tonight.
And an hour through, and that's the main thing. But at the end of the day, we got away with it because Blackburn were the better side. We made too many changes. Make 5, 6, 7 changes, not 10. There's too many changes in there. Like I said, I don't agree with the Saint-Maximin substitution when we're 1-0 up. I don't agree with Joelinton being the sole striker. Did we not learn something last year, Brucey? Yeah,
I know. It was just carbon copy of last season. Like, I wasn't very happy with the starting lineup today. 3 right backs there. Probably wouldn't have started Barlaser yet. Joelinton up top, bringing Saint-Maximin on when we didn't really need him. Yeah, it was a poor performance for Bruce. For me, the day. But like I say, job done. First 2 games of this season. We haven't conceded a goal yet. 2-0 win over West Ham. 1-0 win over Blackburn. Satisfactory, I guess. Like, we're getting the results at the end of the day.
Well, that's it, innit? It's a results business. So for that, he gets a 5.
Yeah. All right.
Lovely. Drop your comments below. Your player ratings. Subscribe to my Channel TV. And enjoy yourself. There it is.